on the cramped corner of Aurora and Denny.
It's really tight here.
Between 6th and 7th Avenues.
This is a weird shaped lot. We would never pick this lot normally, but in the big city you don't always have choices.
Where new condos and cranes are constantly evolving the look of the Denny Triangle.
Well, hey, Seattle has changed so much, you know.
A decision made in the 1950s to pick this weird-shaped lot and place a giant neon sign of a revolving pink elephant in the middle of downtown
Kind of sat on this little knoll here.
proved some things will stand the test of time.
It's worked because everybody knows the sign, you know, and comes and sees us.
Steve Haney is the owner of Seattle's iconic Elephant Car Wash. His family bought the business in the 1980s.
The only way we knew how to wash cars was with our hands, you know, so it was a new start for us.
From one family to another, a changing of hands of an already well-established business with a colorful past promoting its full-service car wash.
So these are some of the pictures I was telling you about. This is the actual elephant water skiing on Lake Washington.
And it's a real elephant.
This is a real elephant. Can you believe that?
You heard that right. A real full-size elephant was put on pontoons and made to look like it was water skiing during Seafair in the 60s.
That is crazy. I don't know how they did it. It really is.
That was just the beginning of the popular promotions. Contests were held for who could wash elephants the fastest, and circus elephants were even paraded through the car wash.
It was before my time, but it's so awesome.
Before the Haneys took over the Elephant Car Wash, it was run by Eldon Anderson, who started the business in 1951. He convinced his younger brothers to join in on the venture shortly after.
Their names were Archie Eldon and Dean Anderson, and they had a great vision.
It was known then as the 5-minute super car wash, and that now iconic pink elephant used to be blue. The first location opened at 4th Avenue South and was one of the country's first semi-automatic car washes.
This is Battery Street.
Yes.
In 1956, the Andersons expanded, opening their second and most recognized location at Battery Street, 6 years before the Space Needle was even built. The original renderings of that now famous sign sit folded up at the home of Archie Anderson's daughter, Lana Weed.
I found those in my dad and mom's file cabinet, so.
The Anderson children have held on to memorabilia from those early days. Bumper stickers, service cards, even scented car fresheners.
You know, that was a really good promotional thing. Because not only could you smell the elephant car wash, you could see it.
Albums show their father's business through the years.
Oh, okay. So we do have pictures of Archie, Eldon, and Dean. They used to take group field trips to see what other car washes were doing to know what their competition was.
The ladies were very young when their dads started the car wash.
Just teenagers.
As teens, they were put to work directing traffic on weekends.
So part of our job was to figure out who came in first. Another one was, and keep them in the first position.
They say what stood out most was how well their fathers got along.
There's lots of long hours of work, sometimes round the clock.
Lynn's husband, Rich, started working at the car wash when they started dating, and eventually he became manager.
We developed at that car wash the first cloth washing system, which are the strips that hang down.
Many other parts used in modern-day car washing started here too, like the correlator, which aligns the car upon entering, and the roller conveyor that pushes the car through the wash. And everyone's got their favorite story.
President Reagan's limousine, yeah.
About the famous visitors of the Elephant Car Wash.
You know, it was New Year's Eve and the Secret Service brought it in, and they're so heavy, it broke the steel of the conveyor and fell through. So It's kind of embarrassing. You had to run across the street, get a floor jack, put a board under it to get the president's car out of the car wash.
We've had presidents, we've had the Sultan of Brunei when NAFTA was in town. They washed every day. They had like 20 brand new Mercedes that they brought in every day, and had security guys, with guns all around in case somebody touched something.
We have a number of Seahawk players that stop in, Mariner players. When old Sonics were here, we had Gary Payton that would come down almost weekly.
The landmark has also made cameos in many Hollywood films, music videos, commercials, and millions of tourists' photos.
Vacationers come down, just want to run their rental car through just because, it's the Elephant Car Wash.
General Manager Tony Poe says it's their service and dedication that keeps customers coming back.
We have customers coming in here all the time that's been with us for 40, 50 years.
And not much has changed here in that time.
Correct. It's all original, just with, probably 50 coats of paint over the years. And
for nearly 7 decades, this family-run business has been a symbol of Seattle.
It's such an icon. It's just right there with the Space Needle.
No matter how much the city has evolved over that time, it's simply revolved, unfazed, shining its pink neon glow on the gray skies of Seattle.
Watch CityStream Thursday nights at 7 on the Seattle Channel, or get video on demand and podcasts anytime at seattlechannel.org.